Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a moment to reflect on the journey that many young people find themselves on today. There's one mistake that so many make a mistake that holds them back from achieving their dreams, living the life they truly want, and realizing their full potential. It's a mistake so common, yet so damaging that it costs years of their lives and limits their growth. The mistake? Waiting. Waiting for the right time, waiting for the perfect opportunity, or simply waiting for someone else to take the lead. When you're young, the world is full of possibilities, but so many of you hold yourselves back, waiting for things to align instead of taking the initiative to shape your own future. Time, my friends, is a precious resource, and while you wait, it's slipping away. It's easy to get distracted by the noise, to be influenced by others, to get caught up in the idea that someone or something outside of yourself will make the difference. But let me tell you, the true difference lies within you. Every single day is an opportunity to step up, to take charge, and to make something happen. The future you dream of isn't going to fall into your lap. It's earned through commitment, action, and a mindset that refuses to wait for perfection. The first step to success is realizing that no one else is coming to save you. You must take full responsibility for your actions, decisions, and outcomes. The world owes you nothing. It's your job to make things happen. Don't wait for the perfect moment or ideal circumstances to begin. Start with what you have, right where you are. Resources may be scarce, but creativity and action will always take you further than waiting for everything to align. Growth never happens in the comfort zone. If you're always waiting for the right time to take risks, you will never grow. Start getting comfortable with discomfort. That's where the magic happens. The best way to prepare for the future is to keep learning. Don't wait until you know everything. Knowledge is gained by doing, reading, listening, and growing every single day. Cultivate a learning mindset, and success will follow. Your circle has a huge influence on your success. If you're waiting for the right people to come into your life, you're making a mistake. Be proactive in finding mentors, partners, and friends who inspire and challenge you. Too many young people are paralyzed by the fear of failure. Don't wait for the safe path, because it doesn't exist. Instead, embrace failure as a lesson. It's a stepping stone to success. If you're not failing, you're not trying. Don't wait for someone to offer you opportunities. Invest in your skills, health, and mind. The best investment you can ever make is in your own growth. That's how you increase your value in the marketplace and in life. Waiting for opportunities to come knocking is the biggest mistake you can make. Opportunities are not just handed out, they are created. Be proactive. Reach out, take action, and make things happen. You have the power to shape your destiny. The first thing you must understand is that your life is in your hands. It doesn't matter where you come from, what resources you have, or what challenges you're facing. You are the architect of your own life. Too many people fall into the trap of thinking that their circumstances, their upbringing, or other people are responsible for their success or failure. But let me tell you, that's a lie. No one else is going to live your life for you. No one else is going to make the decisions that shape your future. You are the captain of your ship. The moment you take full responsibility for everything that happens to you, the good and the bad, you gain power. Power comes from acknowledging that you control your reactions, your choices, and your direction. It doesn't mean you have control over everything around you, but it does mean you have control over how you respond to everything. Once you accept that you are responsible for where you are today, you can take charge and change the course of your future. Most people live with excuses. They blame their jobs, their families, their environment, or their lack of resources. But successful people don't make excuses. They know that no matter how tough things are, they still have the power to change their lives. Your future is not defined by the conditions you find yourself in, but by your response to those conditions. You have the power to choose your attitude, your actions, and your perspective. Taking responsibility means that when things go wrong, you don't point fingers. You don't say, this is someone else's fault. You take a deep breath. Look at the situation and ask yourself, what can I do to make this better? This mindset shifts you from being a victim of your circumstances to being the creator of your own destiny. You are not a passive observer of your life. You are the active participant. Every successful person has had to face adversity, yet they take responsibility for how they deal with it. When you take responsibility, you stop waiting for someone to give you permission to succeed. You stop waiting for someone to come along and hand you the perfect opportunity. Instead, you create your own opportunities. You design your own path and make it happen, no matter the obstacles. Remember, no one can take full responsibility for your life except you. The moment you accept that responsibility, you stop being at the mercy of your circumstances and start taking control. Your success, your happiness, and your fulfillment are entirely up to you. The question is, Will you take responsibility, or will you continue to let life happen to you? The choice is yours. Too many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment to begin. They think they need more time, more resources, more experience. They believe they must have everything in place before they take action. But here's the truth: there is no perfect moment. If you wait for everything to align just right, you will wait forever. The best time to start is now, with what you have, where you are. Let's face it, you're not going to be handed a flawless set of circumstances. Life rarely works that way. The key to success is not waiting for conditions to be perfect. It's starting with what you have, with the knowledge and skills you have right now, and using those as a springboard. If you wait for the right time, you will miss out on all the learning and growth that comes from starting today. Perfection is the enemy of progress. It's not about having everything figured out before you start. It's about learning and evolving as you go. Look around. Every successful person, every great achievement you admire started somewhere. They didn't wait for a golden opportunity. They didn't wait for someone to give them permission. They took action even when they didn't have everything they needed. They used the resources at their disposal, no matter how small, and they made something happen. They started where they were, and that made all the difference. One of the greatest myths is that success happens because you get everything perfect right from the start. But growth happens when you take imperfect action. You learn by doing. You improve by making mistakes and figuring things out. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step forward. And with each step, your confidence grows, your capabilities grow, and your opportunities grow. Think about it: if you wait for the perfect opportunity, you will still be waiting years from now. And while you're waiting, others will be out there doing, learning, and progressing. They'll be gaining experience while you're still thinking about starting. So don't wait for everything to come together. Don't wait for everything to be easy or comfortable. Start right now, where you are, with what you have. Your journey doesn't need to begin with perfect circumstances. It needs to begin with a decision to take action. When you start with what you have, you begin to build momentum. Momentum is a powerful force. It keeps you moving. It keeps you pushing forward. And it makes things happen. If you wait, you only make it harder to get started. But when you take that first step, you break through the inertia, and everything begins to fall into place. Remember, you don't have to have all the answers before you begin. What you need is the courage to begin, the willingness to learn along the way, and the determination to keep going. Starting where you are means trusting yourself, even when you don't know the full path ahead. And when you do, you'll discover that the journey is as important as the destination. So take that first step. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because the moment is now. What you need to succeed is already within you. And the best way to unlock that potential is to start where you are today. Life is not meant to be easy. In fact, if you want to grow, if you want to build something worthwhile, you will have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's a truth that too many people shy away from the idea that to move forward, to achieve success, you must first step into discomfort. The path to greatness is paved with challenges, struggles, and moments when things don't feel just right. But here's the secret: those moments are where your growth happens. Most people spend their lives trying to avoid discomfort. They choose the easy path, the comfortable path, because it feels safe. But the truth is, the comfort zone is a trap. It may feel nice in the short term, but it keeps you from reaching your true potential. It keeps you from achieving the greatness that lies just outside of that zone. The most successful people in life are not those who avoided discomfort. They are the ones who welcomed it, learned from it, and used it to propel themselves forward. If you want to build strength, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, you have to put yourself in situations that stretch you. You have to face challenges that force you to think bigger, work harder, and push beyond what you thought was possible. Discomfort is your friend, not your enemy. It's the very thing that forces you to grow, to adapt, and to expand your capabilities. Without discomfort, you would stay stagnant, never evolving, never improving. Think about physical fitness. When you work out, you don't build strength by sitting on the couch. You build strength by lifting heavy weights, by pushing your body past its limits, by enduring the discomfort of muscle fatigue. The same principle applies to all areas of life. Success is built on the foundation of overcoming discomfort. It's about stepping up when things get tough and doing what others are unwilling to do. It's about facing fear, doubt, and uncertainty and choosing to move forward anyway. Now, I know it's easy to avoid the tough things. It's tempting to stay in the comfort zone, to avoid the unknown, to say, I'll try tomorrow, but let me tell you something, tomorrow never comes. If you don't challenge yourself today, you will still be in the same place tomorrow, still waiting for the perfect moment. That moment doesn't exist. You have to act now, and you have to embrace discomfort along the way. Embracing discomfort doesn't mean seeking pain for the sake of pain. It means being willing to do what it takes, to face what scares you, to go through what's difficult in order to come out stronger, smarter, and more capable. It's the willingness to try new things, to put yourself out there even when you're not sure of the outcome. It's about choosing to push through when everyone else is backing down. Growth only happens when you face discomfort head on and refuse to let it stop you. So the next time you find yourself hesitating, wondering if you should take the risk or challenge yourself, remember this: nothing worth having comes without a little discomfort. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, you will have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You will have to push through the doubts, the fears, the obstacles. But when you do, you'll discover that the other side is more rewarding than you ever imagined. And the next time discomfort shows up, you'll welcome it with open arms, knowing it's helping you become the person you were meant to be. One of the most powerful decisions you can make in life is to commit to continuous learning. You must make a lifelong pledge to keep growing, keep expanding your knowledge, and keep improving yourself. The world is constantly changing, evolving, and shifting, and if you're not learning, you're falling behind. Every day there are new ideas, new techniques, new strategies, and new opportunities for growth, but only if you're willing to seek them out. The day you stop learning is the day you start stagnating. Look, education doesn't end after school. In fact, real education begins the moment you step into the world and start applying what you've learned. But here's the catch: most people think that once they've acquired a certain amount of knowledge, they're done. They think that their degree or their certifications are enough to carry them through. But true success comes from never being satisfied with what you know. You must commit to learning for the rest of your life. Imagine trying to build a house with outdated tools or building materials. It wouldn't work, right? Well, the same is true for life. If you don't keep updating your skills, your mindset, and your knowledge, you'll be left behind. The world is changing at a rapid pace, and if you don't keep up, you'll miss out on the opportunities that come with those changes. You have to continually invest in yourself, because if you don't, the world will move on without you. Continuous learning isn't just about reading books or attending seminars. It's about being curious, being open to new ideas, and actively seeking out experiences that challenge you and push you to think differently. It's about questioning your assumptions, rethinking your approaches, and embracing new ways of doing things. It's about learning from the people around you, your mentors, your peers, even your failures. Every experience, whether it's a success or a setback, has something to teach you if you're open to it. The best part about committing to continuous learning is that it's not just about accumulating information, it's about applying what you learn to your life and your work. Knowledge without action is wasted potential. Learning must translate into something tangible. It must show up in the choices you make, the way you approach problems, and the way you interact with others. If you're learning but not applying, you're not truly growing. Think about the people who have achieved extraordinary things in life. They didn't get there by resting on what they already knew. They got there by constantly seeking new knowledge, sharpening their skills, and adapting to the world around them. They recognized that the world doesn't owe them success. They understood that knowledge is the foundation of success, and they made the choice to build their lives on a solid, never-ending commitment to learning. And let's be clear, learning isn't always easy. It requires time, energy, and effort. Sometimes you'll have to sacrifice comfort and convenience in order to push yourself into new territory. You might have to fail a few times, stumble along the way, and face some uncomfortable truths about yourself, but every single lesson learned, every new skill acquired is an investment that will pay off in ways you can't always predict. So commit to learning. Commit to being a student of life, no matter how successful you become. Keep seeking, keep growing, and keep evolving. Don't fall into the trap of thinking you know it all. The moment you do, you stop growing and the world moves on without you. Stay curious, stay hungry, and remember that the best investment you can make is in your own education. Your future self will thank you for it. The people you surround yourself with will have a profound impact on your life. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Let that sink in. If you want to achieve more, if you want to grow, if you want to reach higher levels of success, you must be intentional about who you allow into your inner circle. Your environment is powerful, and the people around you either elevate or limit you. Think about it for a moment. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, by people who make excuses, by individuals who complain about their circumstances but never take action, what do you think will happen to your mindset and your ambitions? You'll find yourself pulled down by the weight of their thinking. You can't expect to rise if you're surrounded by people who are content staying where they are. It's like trying to swim upstream with a current pushing against you. You'll struggle, and you won't get far. But when you surround yourself with the right people, individuals who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better, everything changes. The right people will raise your standards. They will challenge you to think bigger, work harder, and aim higher. They will encourage you when things get tough, and they'll hold you accountable when you slip. These are the people who will celebrate your successes and help you learn from your failures. They won't let you settle for mediocrity because they see your potential and want to help you realize it. It's not just about having a cheerleading squad, it's about surrounding yourself with individuals who push you in the right ways. The right people are those who are constantly learning, constantly growing, and constantly striving for more. They are the ones who will hold up a mirror and force you to see your own greatness. They'll call you out when you're slacking, but they'll also be there to encourage you when you're pushing yourself to the next level. But here's the hard truth. You will have to let go of some people to make room for the right ones. Sometimes that means distancing yourself from friends or family members who are toxic, who drain your energy, or who hold you back. It doesn't mean you have to cut ties with everyone who isn't exactly where you want to be, but it does mean you must become selective about the relationships you invest in. Your time and energy are precious. You cannot afford to give them away to people who don't align with your vision or values. The people you choose to spend time with will influence the way you think, the decisions you make, and the actions you take. That's why it's so important to find people who challenge you, who encourage you, and who show you what's possible. The right people will not only help you get where you want to go, but they'll also show you new horizons you hadn't even considered. They'll introduce you to new ideas, new opportunities, and new ways of thinking. But remember, you must also be the right person. It's not enough to just seek out people who can help you grow. You must also be someone who adds value to others. The law of reciprocity works both ways. You must be willing to invest in others, to share your knowledge, to offer support, and to lift others up as they lift you up. The more you give, the more you'll receive in return. So make a conscious effort to surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who believe in your potential. The right people will lift you to new heights and help you see the world in a whole new way. Don't waste your time with people who drag you down, who keep you stuck in a rut. Seek out those who make you better. Your future will thank you for it. Failure is not the end of the road, it's simply a part of the journey. Too many people have been conditioned to fear failure, to avoid it at all costs, and to see it as something to be ashamed of. But here's the truth: failure is an essential stepping stone to success. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. Every successful person has encountered failure. It's not something that happens to them, it's something that happens for them. The idea that you can go through life without ever failing is a fantasy. Life is filled with challenges, obstacles, and moments when things don't go as planned. But those setbacks, those failures, are what shape us. They teach us lessons that success never will. Every failure offers valuable feedback about what doesn't work, and that knowledge is just as important as knowing what does. In fact, it's often the failures that teach you the most about who you are and what you're capable of. But too many people let failure stop them. They take it personally and they use it as a reason to quit. They think it means they're not good enough or that they're not cut out for success. That's the wrong mindset. Failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's simply a part of the process, a temporary setback on the road to success. Every time you fail, you're one step closer to figuring out what works. And the more failures you experience, the more resilient and resourceful you become. Let's be clear, failure doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means you're doing something. It means you're in the arena trying, learning, and growing. If you're not failing, it's likely because you're not taking enough risks. You're playing it safe, staying within your comfort zone and avoiding challenges. But that's not how growth happens. Growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone, try new things, and push the boundaries of what you think is possible. In fact, failure is necessary for growth. It's what sharpens your skills, strengthens your character, and deepens your understanding. When you fail, you have to reflect on what went wrong, adapt, and try again. It's that process of trial and error that leads to mastery. Think about any skill, whether it's learning an instrument, mastering a sport, or becoming successful in business. You don't learn by succeeding every time. You learn by failing, adjusting, and improving. Every failure is an opportunity in disguise. It's an opportunity to refine your approach, to become better, and to prove to yourself that you have what it takes to keep going. The road to success is not a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and bumps. But each failure gets you closer to your destination because it forces you to evolve and to become more than you were before. The most successful people are not those who avoid failure at all costs. They are the ones who embrace failure, who see it as a natural and necessary part of the journey. They are the ones who get back up, learn from their mistakes, and continue moving forward. They don't let failure define them. Instead, they use it to fuel their determination, to adjust their strategy, and to keep pushing forward with even more focus and clarity. So the next time you fail, and you will, don't see it as a defeat. See it as a lesson. See it as a reminder that you're on the path to greatness. Failure is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's proof that you're working hard, growing, and moving closer to your goals. And remember, success is not measured by how many times you fail, but by how many times you get up and try again. Keep failing forward. That's how success is built. The most important investment you will ever make is not in the stock market, not in real estate, and not in material things. The most valuable investment you can make is in yourself. Far too often, people spend their time and money on things that provide temporary pleasure or fleeting satisfaction, but they neglect the one asset that will continue to grow and pay dividends for the rest of their lives themselves. Think about it. Everything you have today, your skills, your knowledge, your relationships, and your ability to create opportunities is the result of the time and effort you've invested in yourself. The better you become, the more value you bring to the table. When you improve, the world around you improves. It's a fact that your success and happiness will always be in direct proportion to your own personal growth. Your ability to earn, to contribute, and to live a fulfilled life is a direct result of the value you've placed on yourself. So what does it mean to invest in yourself? It's not just about buying books or attending seminars, though those are important. It's about dedicating time and resources to developing your skills, your mindset, and your character. It's about becoming a lifelong student, constantly learning and improving. It's about strengthening your body and mind so you can perform at your best day in and day out. Investing in yourself means making a conscious decision to elevate your life in every way. The greatest leaders, entrepreneurs, and achievers didn't just focus on their external circumstances. They didn't rely solely on the economy or luck. They focused on improving themselves, developing their knowledge, and becoming more capable. They understood that your internal development is the key to external success. If you're not growing, you're stagnating. And if you're not investing in yourself, you'll find that opportunities will pass you by. Your ability to create wealth, build relationships, and live a meaningful life depends on the investment you make in your own personal growth. But investing in yourself requires discipline. It requires a long-term mindset. You might not see immediate returns, and you might even face setbacks along the way. But don't let that deter you. Think of it like planting seeds. You don't expect to eat fruit the day you plant the seed, but with care, patience, and the right environment, those seeds will eventually grow into something powerful and rewarding. Your growth is no different. In addition to learning new skills and acquiring knowledge, investing in yourself also means developing a strong mindset. The most successful people understand the importance of their thoughts and beliefs. Your mindset shapes your reality. If you believe that you are capable of achieving greatness, you will find a way to make it happen. If you believe that success is for others and not for you, you'll find reasons why it's out of reach. Investing in yourself means shifting your mindset to one of abundance, possibility, and resilience. It means adopting the belief that you are worthy of success and you have what it takes to make it happen. Another crucial aspect of investing in yourself is your health. Without your health, you have nothing. Too many people neglect their physical well-being, thinking that success can come at the expense of their health. But true success is built on a foundation of energy, vitality, and well-being. If you're not taking care of your body, you're limiting your potential. The better you feel physically, the more energy and focus you'll have to dedicate to your goals. So investing in yourself includes taking care of your body, eating right, exercising regularly, and getting enough rest. Let me tell you something, the best investment you'll ever make will never be measured in terms of dollars. The best investment you make is in your knowledge, your growth, and your well-being. Every hour you spend learning, every dollar you invest in courses or books, every decision you make to improve yourself is a step toward creating the life you desire. The more you grow, the more you'll be able to contribute to the world around you. The more you invest in yourself, the more value you can bring to others. If you truly want to live a remarkable life, you must commit to constantly investing in yourself. Your future is shaped by the actions you take today. So choose wisely. Invest in your growth, your education, and your well-being. Your return on investment will be the life you've always dreamed of. Too many people wait for opportunities to come to them, hoping that the right circumstances will fall into place, or that someone will offer them a chance to succeed. But here's a powerful truth: opportunities don't just come to you. You have to create them. Life doesn't give you what you deserve, it gives you what you are willing to work for. If you want something extraordinary, you can't sit back and wait for it to happen. You must step forward, take action, and create the opportunities you seek. The world doesn't owe you anything. Success doesn't just arrive at your doorstep. It's up to you to go out and find it. If you're waiting for a lucky break, you're missing the point. Luck favors those who are prepared, those who take consistent action, and those who are in the right place at the right time because they made it happen. Opportunity isn't something that magically appears. It's something that you create through effort, persistence, and the willingness to take risks. Think about the most successful people in history. Did they wait around for things to fall into their laps? Absolutely not. They saw a need, identified a gap, and went to work to fill it. They didn't wait for permission. They created their own path. And this is exactly what you must do if you want to live an extraordinary life. You have the power to create your own opportunities by developing your skills, expanding your network, and staying proactive in your pursuit of greatness. Creating opportunities means becoming someone who adds value. The more value you bring, the more doors will open. This doesn't mean waiting to be recognized for your talents or skills. It means actively seeking out ways to contribute, to improve, and to make a difference. When you focus on adding value, you'll find that opportunities come to you, not because you're waiting for them, but because you've put yourself in a position to be seen, to be heard, and to be useful. The key to creating opportunities is being relentless in your pursuit of goals. If you want to achieve something great, you have to get out there and get it. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions or the ideal moment to start. That moment will never come. You need to start where you are with what you have. Every step you take, every action you take, every decision you make moves you closer to the opportunities you're creating. The more effort you put into your goals, the more doors will open. The more you show up, the more likely you are to attract the right people, resources, and situations. You must also be willing to take risks. Creating opportunities is not about playing it safe. It's about stepping into the unknown, having the courage to try something new, and pushing through fear. You will face challenges, setbacks, and failures along the way, but that's part of the process. The greater the risk, the greater the potential for reward. If you want to create big opportunities, you need to be willing to take bold steps, to embrace the uncertainty, and to keep moving forward even when things don't go as planned. One of the most powerful ways to create your own opportunities is through networking. Surround yourself with people who are doing things you admire, people who push you to think bigger, and people who inspire you to take action. Relationships are everything, and the more relationships you build with those who are aligned with your goals, the more doors will open. You must seek out those who can mentor, guide, and challenge you while also being someone who can help others. Opportunity often arises through people, and when you create meaningful connections, you create a support system that can open doors and introduce you to new possibilities. But creating your own opportunities is not just about external circumstances. It's also about cultivating the right mindset. If you believe that opportunities are scarce or that you're not capable of creating them, you'll find reasons to stay stuck where you are. But if you believe that opportunities are abundant and that you have the ability to create your own future, you'll see the world as full of potential. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions determine your results. Shift your mindset to one of abundance and possibility, and you'll see opportunities everywhere. Finally, remember that creating your own opportunities is a continuous process. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes persistence, dedication, and a commitment to always moving forward. Opportunities are not given to you. They are made by you through your decisions, actions, and persistence. Every small step you take toward your goals is a step closer to the opportunities you are creating. So stop waiting for the perfect opportunity to come your way. Go out and create it. The world is full of possibilities, but it's up to you to step into those possibilities and turn them into reality. When you take responsibility for your own success and start creating your own opportunities, you will unlock the doors to a life filled with achievement, fulfillment, and growth. Your future is in your hands. It's time to make it happen.